Hey guys, this is Budak on StarCraft, bringing you another game from TorPox versus imMafia. So it's the Tor clan. Can't remember what Tor stands for at the moment. I do know that they've got a big presence on the SCA server. Okay, we've got imMafia. Not sure exactly what rank or level of player this is. I do believe him to be in the Masters realm, just because he's playing TorPox, who I know to be just inside the top 8. Okay, we've got overlords moving across map, as you usually will find when it's ZVZ, because there is no anti-air pressure for the beginning of the game. I might just give a little bit of speed to this, because we all know that the very start of the gameplay, it seems to be fairly standard at the moment. We've got 13-13, both players in sync at the moment. Let's see if that's what we want. 15-15, slightly behind the 15 supplier was Mafia, but it's really not much to talk about at this point. We've got the fast expand going out for Pox and the early pull for Mafia here. So we can expect some, I would expect some early pressure from Mafia and up to Pox here to defend it. And then, but you know, it's really hard to have an effective attack on the fast expand, I believe, if you're at a high enough level, particularly, oops, mouse went a bit crazy there. Sorry, particularly if you go banelings and the early pressure is just lings and speedlings, because just, you know, with good micro and good control, you shouldn't fall victim to any sort of dangerous play from the early pressure. I mean, it was still a fairly early expand, but pull first, so I would expect there to be some early things out, and if there isn't, I will have to apologise. Okay, so pull finished for what's his name? Mafia there, and getting a little bit of a look in to see the timing of Pox's pull there, and the timing of his expand there. So he knows that he's behind in the expansion by about a good 30-40 seconds. Other than that, we've got gas gone down for Pox here, and in production is the spine at the natural here. It seems to be a fairly standard build that I've noticed in ZVZ for Pox, and the early transfer, the well-timed transfer from Mafia there. But the thing that I have noticed with Pox is, at least in the last couple of games that I've watched of his, is that he'll put the spine down and very slowly saturate from his actual natural and not really do the transfer, as most other players will obviously do what Mafia's just done here and do the transfer. It's gone a bit greedier than perhaps he should have, maybe a spine crawler or a couple of extra lings just to you know, guarantee safety, as Pox clearly has. I mean, Pox can afford to play a bit more defensive than most players, because his macro is generally superior anyway, so he's able to, you know, he's able to do that because he still makes the money. I mean, let's have a look at income here, where I've got Pox at 30, and so 4 ahead is Mafia there, but 5 ahead now. But it won't be long before Pox sort of manages to bridge that gap, and the thing about that is that he bridges the gap in the middle of gameplay, when you know, in the middle of the attacks, when most players start to drop their macro. And sign of a good player. So we've got 3 queens out here for Mafia, and just 2 queens. Yeah. Normally Pox would do a 3rd queen, maybe the 3rd queen's on its way. No, I don't believe it is. Let's have a look at the production. No, it's not. Okay, but we do... Sorry, my cat's just being silly. We do have 10 Zerglings on the way, and the 3rd expansion going down. So it will now be up to Pox to defend any pressure. At the moment, both players seem to be quite happy to go into a heavy macro game. and Pox doing a little scout with the lings, and finally Mafia does have the fairly, I guess, because of the way the game panned out, that was a perfectly timed spine crawler, but I don't know, if I was doing it I would have put it down sooner, but then again, I'm really a crappy platinum level player. It used to be diamond, but yeah, well, I'm not anymore because I'm not very good. But that's alright. I enjoy watching good players such as Mafia and Pox here because you learn some things. We've got good Overlord sight from imMafia here, and third just about to finish for Pox, and I imagine the transfer to be on its way, or is he just going to saturate from the third as he has? But I think you'll notice now that the harvest account is, yeah, see now Pox is one ahead, and and the third finished, so in a commanding position at this point. Both APM around the 90-95 mark, so fairly even there. Production tab, we have level, is that level 1? Yeah, level 1 on the way, melee, and level 1 roach. So it looks like we're going to have a roach battle here, and it's quite often the case. The roach is moving out for Mafia here, and no roaches yet on the map for Pox, and I do believe he will lose this third here. But he is going to do a counter with the links, which is, you know, Zerg trademark. Quite a large number of roaches here. We've got 31 roaches in that group for Mafia here, and Pox has none in his actual group, but about 10 or so roaches for Pox out. Third finished for Mafia here, and third lost for Pox. So it's a pretty good build from Mafia here, I have to say. I am a bit of a biased Pox fan. I do enjoy his streams and find him quite enlightening. But as it stands, I would say the advantage is definitely in Mafia's court, and it's up to Pox to bridge the gap and bring out the win. If we have a look here, income is about the same, but Mafia will be pulling ahead with that third finished and well defended. He is severely outnumbered, and I would not recommend the engage, although he does have a slight tech advantage. So, gonna hightail and run out of there, and about halfway done for his re-expand. And I wonder if Mafia's going to commit to this. I don't imagine he should. Oh no, he understands that that third should be on its way again, and Pox going to be out of position again and have to cancel. So it's not going well for Pox here, I have to say. His creep spread's not in the game. I mean, in ZVZ it's not necessarily a great thing to have good creep spread, because you do help your opponent, but I believe that you know, when it's ZVZ, the sight is better than the lack of creep. Sorry, it's better to have the creep, and that way you can at least see them, and you both have sort of equal maneuverability on the creep. So, I mean, you don't see your opponent's creep, so the sight advantage that it gives you is just, I think, more important than not doing it. And I mean, he should at least have the creep bridging his bases with each other, the third as well. He's significantly behind now. He's still 3 harvesters ahead, but he is spending well, and but we do have Mafia now at 200 supply, and sorry, is it a slight advantage on the, yeah, and an advantage on the tech tree. So I imagine Pox is just about to get steamrolled. I don't know when his... Yeah, he hasn't got... oh, he's 2-2 now versus 1-2, so it's going to be interesting. I do think he's going to lose this. I just think the advantage is in Mafia's world here. But it's all going to come down to this engage. We've got Infestors on the map for Mafia here, though. Yeah, they're just going to win the game with that. Those fungals are just eating him up, and the tech advantage isn't going to make a difference. So that's it's another loss for Pox. I'm not really picking the game too well for him today, but anyway, that's it from me, Cast StarCraft. I hope to see you again sometime. Bye.